So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, and we're going to go through Super Duper Mix press conference. Apologies for the lateness. This old man fell asleep on the sofa. Yes, we are now here. So it's going to be an extremely short one. Some live events in 20 minutes. Anyway, gosh, yeah. How did me and Northside guess it was a snow bunny thing with Said? How do we know? How do we know? If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. One of them ones. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go through Super Duper Mix presser. We're smoking the I told you so pack because, believe it or not, Martin Odegaard's not in the squad. Oh, all these journalists and ITKs and wannabe ITKs and clout chasing YouTubers that are lying on the internet every day told us that Martin Odegaard was going to make it. But this idiot told you he weren't. How many more times do they have to keep getting slapped in the face before they realize I'm right 9 times out of 10? Anyway, yeah, it was funny, man. When she said I've got to say it with chest, mate, I spat my coffee out. I can't lie. Saeed smashing it. Big up Saeed, man. Smashing the game at the minute. Big up Saeed. But yeah, big ups everyone locked in. No. I can't do more than 20 minutes. I'm on with rants, bro. On with rants. I bet you're only 25, but look older since you smoke a lot. No, I'm 42 and I look amazing. Look fine for 42, bro. Anyway, let's read out the Super Duper Mick presser. If you could smash the likes up while we go. I'm rifling through these questions as quick as possible, yeah, and I'll come back to comments. He was asked about his sympathies for what's going on in Spain. Anyone who watched my stream last night, early hours of this morning, would have heard my missus, who was extremely tipsy, bless her, saying that it's going to be code red. Code red, guys. Oh my God. Code red. We're not going to be able to go and do anything. We're all fucked. The world's going to end, guys. And it's 24 degrees, pure sunshine outside today. Proof again that the mainstream media make it all up. Anyway, what do I know? I said to her, where did you see that? Oh, I see it on the news. Okay, stop watching the telly. But anyway, there is no code red. So it is what it is. Anyway, he did talk about, because there's been floods in Spain, Malaga, Valencia, Villarreal, around that end. Although Malaga's only up there. And I ain't seen any floods here. Although, to be fair, I do live up high. Anyway, before we start to talk about football, I'd like to talk about the terrible disaster that is affecting my country at the moment. I want to send from our side our thoughts, our full support and our sympathy to everyone who's affected and all the families and individuals. A lot of people have died, apparently. I haven't really looked into it, if I'm honest, but my missus is saying quite a few people have died from the floods and that. It's mad. Real Madrid donated 1 million to help the cause. So big up to Real Madrid. Gabriel's availability. We have a training session today. If he can complete that, he'll be available. He hasn't had any training yet. But if he does today, he'll be available for the squad. Calafiori, White and Odegaard. Ricardo and Martin will definitely be out. But don't worry, guys. Odegaard back. Huge injury boost. Fuck off, mugs. It's almost like I know my own club, isn't it? It's almost like I know, isn't it? It's almost like I've watched football for nearly 40 years, and you can normally tell how long an injury is. You can always tell whether a player is going to be playing in the squad or not. We all knew Saka was going to start the weekend. We all knew that. But it sounds good, though. Odegaard back. Yeah, back where? Back at home watching the game. With Ben, we don't know yet. He hasn't trained. He could not train. He could not get involved, so let's wait and see if he's available. Most likely not then. And if there is a concern about the gap at the top of the table, he said, you want to be first, you want to win every game. We know the situations that we have to play with this season, but we're right in the mix. We know it's a tough challenge and we're going to face that tomorrow. We're ready for that. Last season's trip to St. James's Park and his comments afterwards, it's part of our past and part of our situation that happened. You learn from it, you take a lot of positives and we move on. I'm seeing a lot of people trying to pick this game up with all the drama like Sky Sports News. Bosh. Revenge. It's a totally different fucking season, mate. What are you talking about? Revenge. Let's go to Newcastle and get revenge. Okay, mate. Well done. Yeah, you need to have more than 0 shots on target to at least try and get revenge. How can you go for revenge in a totally different season? It makes no sense. Anyway, on the standards of refereeing and if they've improved since last season, he goes, my intention was not that the comments worked, that I have how I felt on the day. They're certainly trying their best. Oh, Super Duper Mix saying that the refs are trying their best, guys. So maybe our fan base can lay off the refs then and start holding the club accountable. And if you learned something new about the group in the Liverpool game, unfortunately, a lot of things happened we didn't plan for. I was suspecting, with the size of the squad that we had, to be very adaptable in the season. And that is something that we worked on from day one in pre-season. But obviously, not that adaptable, especially in certain scenarios. What is he waffling about? But sure, the team showed an incredible capacity to compete, to do better than the opponent in many moments. But it is true, the second half, very early again, something happened that affected the rest. We are there. Okay, that made no sense whatsoever. On how Ben White performed at centre-back against Liverpool, nobody cares. This is a press conference for Newcastle, lads, so we're fucking that one off. Newcastle, there we go. Newcastle start to the season. League position after 9 games is very tricky. When you see the fixtures they've had as well, certain situations they've been through as well, but they're a fantastic team. They're really well coached. They're very intense. It's a great stadium to play in. You know you're going to what you're going to face there. We're looking forward to it. On Ruben Amorim being Man United manager, nobody cares. It's a Newcastle press conference. And what it's like being a young manager in the Prem, who cares? On the potential of Ethan and Wary, I can talk about how good he is right now at 17 years old to be in a position like he is at one of the biggest clubs in Europe. I think that sums up really well the level he's at. What is going to happen in the future mainly going to depend on him and how much he wants it. It also depends on whether you fucking play him, mate. At the moment, he wants it a lot and he's surrounded by the right people. And then you need a crystal ball to see where he's going in the next year, 2 years, 3 years. My prediction is going to be very positive. And whether he's amongst the best young players he's ever seen, it is rare to see a talent at 17 years old. That's true. Well, it's not, is it? There's plenty of 17-year-old talents out there, mate. Wayne Rooney was one. Leo Messi was one. Yamal's one. There's been loads over the years, guys. There's just a few. James Milner was one. I mean, anyway, let's carry on. But when we gave him his debut in the Premier League, there was lots of talk about it, but we didn't do it because he was a gift. We did it because we know the pathway and wanted to build. No, you didn't. You did it to piss Ivan Toney off, mate. Stop lying. On why there are lots of injuries across the league this season. We've been quite unlucky, you said, especially to be in very similar positions. And then obviously the demands that those players are having every week. If you put it all into perspective as well, you have a smaller squad because all the restrictions that are hitting the clubs, which means you cannot have 30 quality players. Complete rubbish. What is he talking about? Maybe if we had more than 22 quality players, mate, or actually 22 as a squad, with maybe about 15 being half decent. And whether Mikel has to protect Ethan. This is a press conference for Newcastle, by the way. I think the biggest thing is to push him. He needs to be pushed. You always grab him right behind.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Very zesty, guys. Very, very zesty. Very zesty. That's this football club. To make sure he's always stable and protected. But with his talents, you have to push him. The protection is necessary. Oh my fucking days. What am I reading? Let's move on. This is haram, guys. But the last bit of this, yeah, let me just read it actually. The protection is necessary to keep an eye on him and be at the right distance. But he needs to see that he can fly and don't clip any wings. Let me read this whole thing out again. I think the biggest thing is to push him. And then when he's being pushed, you always grab him right behind to make sure he's always stable and protected. But with his talents, you have to push him. The protection is necessary to keep an eye on him and be at the right distance. But he needs to see that he can fly. Don't clip any wings. Okay.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Very zesty manager, guys. On how helpful it is for him to have Bukayo Saka, who's been on the same journey. I think it creates belief in the building through all the academy and young players we signed at a very early age that there is a pathway, or there's not, because most of them are leaving, mate. And Thomas Partey playing more minutes this season than last. That's because he ain't got that anymore. One thing that was needed was Thomas to be at the level we wanted. He's working so hard to do that at the moment. He's playing really well in different positions. He's a big player for us. And whether there'll be any contract talks for Thomas, he's only 31. He's in a good place. And yeah, we'll have discussions. On his own talent at the age of 17 compared to Ethan, I was not at that level. I was not at that level, guys. I was not at that level. At least he's been honest for a change. It makes a change for him to actually be honest, guys. But anyway, I was really lucky as well. Yeah, he was lucky, mate. Somebody trusted me at that age and gave me the opportunity, which is what they need as well. For the talent to emerge, somebody has to give you a chance and belief. And you have to be surrounded by the right team, the right players. You have to have that chance. This is an Ethan and Wari love fest, guys, not a Newcastle press conference. On what he can apply to Ethan from his own experiences. A lot of things that I should have done that I learned, so I can give him advice. What I like about him is he really believes he has the ability to do it. He really believes he is capable of taking anybody's place. He's earned the right and trust of his teammates, which is vital as a teenager. On the physical setup of the Premier League matches, that's a huge jump. He needs to understand that. Are we going to talk about Newcastle or what? The physical side and the mental side and the tactical side is really important to take care of because lots go through the roof straight away without knowing. Then you go back and say, look at what he's done in the last 4 months compared to the last 18. We need to keep an eye on that. And if his meditation helps him with refereeing decisions, fuck off, mate. I guarantee Charlie Boy Watts asked that question. I'm not reading the answer. And if he's evolved to manage his emotions, I don't want to miss games anymore. I cannot promise that if we score, I won't be jumping up and down. Cannot guarantee that. Hopefully, as well, the referees have adapted and understood the emotions are a part of the game. I cannot control myself in one squared line. But so far, it's worked. So you lose control. Okay. Same as our team then. And if Ben's issue is a groin strain, he said, no, this is related to more of a joint. Man's on the high grade, lads. On Tomiyasu, when he's back, I don't expect him to be available before the international break. As soon as the January window opens, bin him. On if Milan next week is a possibility for Odegaard, now is the stage where he'll do certain work with us. Let's see how he deals with the pain. If he moves naturally enough, if he's physically now at the level that requires to compete. With the work rate and the hours he's put in, I would be surprised at this moment. He starts training with us. We don't say that, look, he's ready. So hopefully soon. So again, it's a flip of a coin. And how he reflected on Newcastle's goal against us last season. Didn't stop on that sequence. When we watched it back, it's already in my hard drive. 2 press conferences in a row about hard drives, lads. Don't want to go through that again. And if we've received harsher treatment from the referees, he said no. So all you top gooners out there bitching about refs every day, your manager doesn't think we have been done hard done by the referees. So put that in the bin and shut up. Because every club has a history with games and situations and comments. That's part of the game. We have to understand it is what it is. If every decision I make is going to get criticised or they understand or you don't understand it, it's part of the game. We're going to have opinions about the job. That's normal. This is one of the best press conferences he's done, by the way. He's actually been honest a few times. And if there's any lasting consequence from the incident at St. James's, no, we've passed through that. We've talked it in depth and it's done. A year in football is a long time. Yep, that's another year we ain't won nothing, Mikel. So, yep, there we go. There we go, guys. There we go, guys. You're not funny, man. Yeah, whether his meditation that Mikel does is helping him calm down with refs. Like, what are we doing here? Then why doesn't he give Ethan a chance? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I still need to get that clip. Wait, are you gay? He's actually speaking facts for once. That's one of his better press conferences. Big up to everyone locked in, man. Big up Linda. Big up sweetheart. You cheer me up, especially when my granddad is in hospital. We're both listening to you now in hospital. Big up grandpa, man. Big up Gramps. Hopefully you're on the mend, my friend. And I wish you a nice weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll be out of hospital soon and back to full health. And hopefully, I'm making you laugh. So yeah, we're here to entertain, guys, and spit facts, of course. We have to tell the truth. Otherwise, you don't have any credibility. But yeah, big up to Linda and her granddads. Big up to you, Sue. Hopefully he's on the mend. Have you seen Saeed's new video? I have. When she said I have to say it with chest, mate, I spat my coffee out. I'm not even lying. I literally spat my coffee all over the floor. Big up to everyone locked in. But yeah, I did tell everyone yesterday that Martin Odegaard will not be making it for the Newcastle game. It was pretty obvious. But don't worry, all the grifters out there and the mainstream media, which we've already figured out is snide, were telling us that he's back. Well, he's clearly not. So again, something else they've got wrong. It's becoming a common theme, isn't it? If you actually work out the percentage of correct calls that the football, especially football, forget the rest of the media, the football journalist side of things do, yeah, I guarantee the percentage of things they call correctly before anyone else. Like, so you can pick a journo, I don't know, Charlie Boy Watts, I don't know, David Ornstein, somebody like that. Yeah, I guarantee they call less than 1% of things correct over the course of a 12-month period. It's guesswork because they're not journalists. Yeah, they're storytellers and they're content creators. That's it. That is genuinely it. They're not journalists. They don't know what journalism is. How can they sit in a press conference with a manager, ask him a question, he answers it in a politician way, a political way, yeah, and then they never go back and rebuttal him on it? That's journalism. Not sitting there going, okay, thank you, Mikel. Thanks, Mikel. Get out of here, man. Yeah, it's a jolly up. Tea and biscuits with the lads. A couple of prawn sandwiches and that. Big up Simon. Yeah, I've never seen Saeed smile so much. I can't lie. Yeah, to be fair, she spoke very well on Chelsea, that woman. I've never seen her or heard of her before, but she spoke very well, mate. Nice to see her as well. Nice to see. Saeed was happy. He's got a new manager. He's given a debut on his channel. And she actually knows ball, guys. She actually knows ball more so than most Chelsea boys or men. Yeah, because she was actually spitting facts. So yeah, big up to her. Maybe she'll get a channel one day. And she can mud the Chelsea fans on here that ain't got a clue what they're waffling about. Anyway, guys. Yeah, journalism is dead this era, bro. It's rubbish. They don't ask the right questions because they get kicked out. Now imagine sitting in a press conference and saying, okay, Mikel, so does your meditation, Mikel, help with you getting irate with the referees? Has it calmed you down because you meditate? What a load of rubbish. Yeah, have you not seen him jumping up and down the touchline looking like he's about to land planes? Like, what are we doing here? What are we actually doing here? No, her name wasn't Nina. I can't remember her name. Elise, I don't know. I can't remember. She spoke well, though. I can't lie. More so than most Chelsea boys on this, or blokes on this app, or just in social media in general, mate. Because most Chelsea fans have dropped their standards massively and fallen off a cliff. Yeah, they're just happy to be there. That is exactly what it is. Big up Static as well, man. They're just happy to be there, right? Because it boosts their own website. We see this yesterday. Charlie Boy Watts is selling Arsenal merch, like with his own twist on it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? If I was to sell that, they'd be doing me for trademark or copyright. Trademark, even, sorry. They'd be doing me for trademark because they own the brand. But he's allowed to do it because he's pushing the club narrative by being a puppet and sitting there going, yes, Mikel, no, Mikel, 3 bags full, Mikel. Like, it's mad. Litmus test as if they rate Medwakey. She don't. That's it. Check out the video with Saeed though. No, it was good though. I can't lie. It was good. Yeah, Emirates Sign Language. That's exactly what it is. Landing planes and that. It's mad. It is actually mad. But listen, we better beat Newcastle tomorrow. If we don't beat Newcastle tomorrow, I think we're done. I think we're actually done. I can't lie. If we don't beat Newcastle tomorrow, I think that could be it. Yeah, because let's be honest. Man City have got about 9 players out injured and they will still win against Bournemouth. They might not go and batter them, but they'll still beat Bournemouth. Yeah, who have Liverpool got this weekend? Well, they got Brighton. Of course they have. They got Brighton at Anfield. They should beat them. So you'd imagine that that's 3 points each. Who have Aston Villa got? They've got Tottenham away. Well, that could go either way, couldn't it? Let's be real. Although you'd imagine that Unai's got a little surprise for them. But let's assume that Villa drop points. We drop points, but Liverpool and City win. All of a sudden, we're miles behind, lads. If we don't win, let's say we draw, we'll be on 18. No, we won't. We'll be on 19, looking at the goals scored. We'll be on 19. Let's say Aston Villa lose. Liverpool will be on 25, so there'll be 6 clear. And City will be 7. That's game over. We have to win this game. Yeah, and then we've got Chelsea next. These next 3 games are extremely important, because our season could be fucking on the ropes already. Yeah, if we don't win all 3 of these next games, I think we're pretty much done. Because the Champions League, we've got Sporting Lisbon away as well. That ain't easy. That is not easy at all. So we have to get sank against Inter. Because if we lose to Inter, oh dear. Because if Barcelona and all that lot behind us start getting their act together, why does it always come up with a Women's Champions League first? All right, let's have a look. Here we go. Barcelona are 1 point behind us. Dortmund 1 behind. Madrid are 1 behind. Benfica are 1 behind. Juve 1 behind. Lille, Feyenoord 1 behind. Let's have a look at the matches. So, Madrid have got Milan. You'd imagine they'd beat them. Dortmund have got Sturm Graz. You'd imagine they'd beat them. Sporting have got City. Lille, Juve. Leipzig, Celtic. Feyenoord, Salzburg. Red Star, Belgrade, Barca. It's not looking good, guys. Bayern Munich, Benfica. Villa, Bruges, or Bruges, Villa. PSG, Atleti. I'm telling you now, if we don't win that game or get something in that game, if we lose to Inter Milan, we're going to struggle to get in that top 8. Yeah, and then we'll be in a playoff. Then that'll be another excuse. Sporting away is not going to be an easy game. But anyway, here's what it is. Listen, we're going to have to wrap this up. I'm on with rants, guys. You make my night shifts go fast. Brilliant stuff. Big up Tyson, man. Big up Gunnar Tyson. Big up to you, bro. Glad to help. Glad to be of assistance. And thanks for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate it, man. But anyway, let's go and watch what me and Rance's got to say. Obviously, he'll be smiling like the cat that got the cream again. Now that Amarim has been officially announced. And we're stuck with Super Duper Mick, guys. So, yeah, let me just make sure I've got the redirect set up. There's 900 people in it. Get these likes up, guys. I'm done for the day on here. I'm on with Rants, and then I'm back on the Reacts channel. I'm going to do the Leverkusen Stuttgart game. Let's have a little look at this Bundesliga, guys. We watched a good Serie A game last night. Cesc was put in the bin, 5-1 against Lazio. Some good guys. Go and if you haven't checked it yet, go and check out FC Como's goal yesterday. What a goal. What a goal. But yeah, that game was good. That game was very good. The best Serie A game I've watched for a long time, because normally they're crap. So we're going to see what the Bundesliga's got to say for itself. Yeah, if Rance has got the shades on, man, I might just have to rage quit, guys. But yeah, we're going to redirect to Rance now. Spam his chat with Lee Raid. Whack these likes up. Come on, let's get 300. 61 to 300. Let's go, guys. And then spank his chat up as well. Lee Raid, whack the likes up. Boost the algorithm for Roni as well. And 4 a.m. in Oz, Gunner stream is where it's at. Bless up, Peter, bro. Now we're going to head over to Rance's channel. We'll be there. Cronky out. Bosh.